All right, what up, y'all? I thought I was live already. Yeah, I was wondering. I'm like, why nobody popping in here yet? But I didn't. But yeah, y'all. So I'm back, getting ready. We're gonna watch some crazy videos. You already know. Every time you think these videos are, you've seen the craziest one. It's always another one that's even more crazy, even more outrageous, dealing with tyrants. And again, it's just unbelievable that these people take an oath to the Constitution and they go completely against it. They don't ever honor their oath. Now I'm starting to realize more and more why the Honor Your Oath channel was created. I'm just seeing it more and more. Like it's after that, after seeing the swearing in ceremony and seeing plenty of those, it makes this even. After seeing the swearing in ceremony, it makes seeing these videos that much more upsetting, because you know for a fact that these people take an oath to the Constitution, and they make a big deal about this ceremony, this swearing in ceremony, and then they go completely, AWOL. It's pretty much that oath to the Constitution is just for show. Nobody takes it serious. Nobody cares about what the Constitution has to. What they don't even go over the Constitution when they swear them into the Constitution. They don't name no amendments. They don't talk about rights at all. They just say they're going to swear to uphold the Constitution. I guess that was supposed to be assuming that everybody knew what the Constitution consists of, if they knew the rights of the people. But there's no constitutional training. How can there not be constitutional training in law enforcement when it or in any government position, position? How can there not be a constitutional training or like something that has to do with the Constitution? Because that is exactly what you're swearing to. You're swearing to the Constitution. How can there not be a talk about the Constitution? It's amazing to me that is happening and has happened for so long. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna get into it with these videos. I know everybody probably still asleep, so y'all gonna catch probably the replay of this live stream, or when I chop up the videos and post them, y'all might catch it. Anthony, what's up? What's up? But yeah, we're gonna get started here. Yeah, and we're gonna go ahead and start with the civil rights lawyer. The civil rights lawyer always has a great, his videos are always top notch, and I love to get the legal representative to say his thoughts on this. So I know, even though that we have the same thoughts and the same pretty much common sense, he knows the intricate details of the law and a lot more than the average citizen who's not a civil rights lawyer. So that's why I like to learn from his channel. So, oh snap, my bad, y'all. I clicked off that. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So this is cops rough up cancer patient, $300,000 lawsuit on the way. $300,000 lawsuit. So citizens are gonna have to pay this debt just because an officer wanted to be a tyrant. Can before we even play it, can you guess? Can you guess? Guess what? Guess what race this is? Before we even get started, guess what race this probably is? Cop roughs up a cancer patient. Truthfully, it could be anybody. To be honest, it really can be anybody. But let's see how it goes. I make sure the speed normal. All right, let's go.
Long Beach will pay $300,000 to settle a lawsuit alleging that officers roughed up a cancer patient.
Hey, sir, stop. Stop.
I will grab it. Actually, my paperwork for my surgery yesterday.
Okay.
Look at this. Sir, this is actually my paperwork for my surgery yesterday. I'm just grabbing my paperwork. Look how they rush in on him for grabbing papers. They know he's not grabbing a weapon. They know he's not going anywhere. He's surrounded by them. Why did they rush in on him like that? But we all know.
I had surgery. Actually, my paperwork
Look how he
for my
came down on
surgery
him.
yesterday.
This has nothing to do with helping nobody, anything like that. Control, control, control.
My paperwork for my surgery yesterday.
Control.
I had surgery yesterday. Be careful.
Hey, give me your papers.
Just let me move my papers. I just had surgery.
Just relax your hands. You're not listening.
I just had surgery. That's my paperwork.
You're doing a lot of talking, not a lot of listening.
You're doing a lot of talking, not a lot of listening. I hate when cops say stupid stuff like this. This retard. What do you mean a lot of talking? All he said was, hey, I had surgery. These are the papers. Be careful. Can you just relax a little bit? He has no chill. He's not listening. His brain is not on anymore right now. It's just top mode, control, tyrant, all just, you know, y'all know it's just frustrating. It's real.
I am. Stop. Just had a 4-hour surgery, and I'm.
What do you mean stop? When they say stop, they saying don't talk. They don't want you to talk. They don't want you to say nothing. They don't want you to. It's crazy. They'll throw you on the ground and you hit your face on the ground, and you try to grab at your face or hold your face, and they'll say that's resisting, and you should have just sat there and been in pain and let your face throb in pain, and it's insane, man. Insane.
I'm just messed up.
So I'm surprised you're acting the way you are. I want to let you know you're lucky you didn't get tased. I want to let you know you're lucky you didn't get pepper sprayed or thrown to the ground. Think about that next time.
I will. I thought about it. I thought about it.
You might be going to jail now.
This is from the
Look, off the rip, you already know this is going to be crazy.
Long Beach Post News. Long Beach officials have agreed to pay $300,000 to a man who sued, alleging he was threatened, beaten, and detained by police officers over an expired car registration in 2022.
They attacked this man over expired registration. Over expired registration. This man, they put him in cuffs, and I'm thinking they took him to jail. I haven't seen the whole video yet, but I'm thinking they took him to jail for this. For expired registration, they took him to jail after he just got out of surgery. This whole issue was non-violent. It was just a citation, really. Okay, your tag expired. Here's a ticket.
In a lawsuit,
it's how it's supposed to go.
Suit filed in October, Johnny Jackson says he had just gotten out of the hospital after getting surgery to treat prostate cancer, and he had driven to Staples to make a copy of a doctor's note for his employer when the cops pulled him over on the way back to his Long Beach home. Body cam footage shows an interaction between.
Look how deep they is. What are they doing riding around 3 deep, pulling over? Come on, man. What are y'all doing?
Jackson and
that it's funny that this is in California because they definitely moving like gangbangers. Look, come on, man. Y'all really gangbanging.
and Long Beach police officers on the afternoon of September 3rd.
Look, and now they about to come press him. What you doing over here, man? Hey, where you from?
2022. The video shows an unmarked police car outside Mr. Jackson's house, and then at least 3 officers quickly walk up his driveway and confront him.
Look,
one officer can be heard telling
he already was getting the papers out. He already knew
Jackson to stay in the car just before Jackson can be seen exiting his white car that's parked in his own driveway.
I like that LS 400.
Hi, I live here, so I don't have no weapons.
Okay, well, you can stay in the car. All right, you know what? Come over here. Fine. Yeah. Come over here. Very well.
No weapons.
No, let's speak beside your head.
Is it?
No, let's speak beside your head. Face that way. I'm going to speak slow.
Grab my paper, man. Grab my paper. He ain't made no attempts to grab the paper.
Hey, sir, stop. Stop.
This
I
This
will.
is actually my paperwork for my surgery yesterday.
Look,
I had
look at this.
surgery yesterday. Be careful.
Hey, give me your papers.
Just let me move my
Give me your
paper.
papers.
I just had surgery.
Just relax your hands. You're not listening.
I just had.
What's up, G-Mike? Yeah, he's in his own driveway right now. And that's how they handling him in his own driveway. And the only reason they pulled him over for expired registration. But that's what they say. But they pulled him over just to mess with him. Just to do what they're doing right now. That's why he got pulled over. Because they wanted to do this right here. That's why he got pulled over.
Surgery. Hey, that's my
You're
paperwork.
doing a lot of talking, not a lot of listening.
I am.
Stop.
Just
listen to me. Put your hands behind your back. If you resist, you will get hurt.
If you resist, you will get hurt. They need to kick him out ASAP. Why is he still working saying stuff like that? Why is he still there? How is he not fired after a statement like that?
You hurt me, I will sue you. I just had surgery yesterday. You hurt me, I will sue you. Don't threaten me.
Hey,
Don't
Johnny.
threaten me.
Johnny,
Yes, sir.
can you listen to us?
This guy threatened me.
Okay.
I will get hurt.
Come over here, Johnny. Johnny,
Just
come
let
over
me-
here.
Don't force me. I just had surgery.
Not-
Walk over
I just had surgery, sir.
Control. I just want to display my ego. I want to be in charge. I want to rah. That's it. That's all this is. Do you know you have to be such a weak man to act like this? It's no way you tough for real. There's no way you tough for real.
Fighter. I'm not. Look, let me work it. What are you doing?
Hands behind your back. You don't put your hands behind your back and going to jail
Let
right
me
now.
put my hands behind my back.
What is going on with you?
I told the guy I just had surgery. You don't have to do it. I just had surgery. Please be careful.
Where'd you have surgery? Come here.
Like they care.
What is your issue?
What is this?
Have a seat.
I just had cancer.
What is your issue?
It's no issue.
What is this issue that they're asking? It's like you become a cop and you become a manipulator, a psycho, a sadist, a tyrant. You become all of these things and you give up it's like you give up your human and you become all of these other things. Now, why would they try to fabricate an issue or fabricate that he's having an issue when he hasn't done anything wrong? He got out the car with his paperwork in his own driveway, and this was the response. And he's saying, "Hey, treat me with some care. Don't just try to manhandle me around. I just had surgery. Can you relax a little bit? This, you see, once you start standing up for yourself and just want to be treated with some decency, you have tyrants like that officer that starts yelling at you and trying to like this, and then you go over here. Now he's trying to ask you, well, what surgery did you have? You don't care what surgery I had. When they start asking questions after they got you in handcuffs, all of that, or when they manhandling you or something like that, and they go to start asking you questions, they don't want the answer to the question to help you. They're trying to see, well, what information can we get out, or how can we get them more comfortable with giving us information so we can use it against them somehow. That's it. It's not to help. I hope people start realizing that. You know, it took me a while to realize that, like, nothing you say is probably gonna help you. Even you can think of the smartest thing to say, you can recite, you know, the law, case law verbatim, and you know, it may help you sometimes, but it's more likely to not help you than, you know, it is to help.
I just want to come.
What is your issue?
There's no issue.
Okay, why can you not listen to anything we're saying? Why do you think you're running the show here?
I'm not.
You're not. That's right.
I'm not. You guys are.
Why did we have to get to this point?
Look, that's it. Well, we're running the show. They tell on themselves all the time. Like, you can tell the mindset they have. Like, oh, we're running the show. We're controlling the scene. You know, you're not controlling the scene. We're controlling the scene. Like, that is so goofy to me. Like, it's like, what type of, they really are clowns. Like, it's really a clown show. Oh, we're controlling the situation, controlling the scene. Bruh, this man just got, you controlling the scene with an older man who just had surgery in his driveway. And you talking about controlling the scene. Rah, 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 rah. You're not engaged in the shootout, chasing, no, like, you're not engaged in nothing serious, and y'all already escalating to this level. Come on, man. Imagine if y'all really had to deal with something. If y'all acting like this with the most mundane, low stress scenario, get out of here. Talking about y'all pulling them over for expired registration. Three cops jumped out of the truck behind him and for expired registration. Get out of here. Y'all jumped out just to do this right here. Just to do this. This situation that this man is in right now, he didn't, in my opinion, he didn't do nothing wrong. The only thing that, you know, he just, you know, it's just a bad day, man. It's just a bad day because of tyrants like this running the streets.
You saw us back there pulling you over. You kept driving into your driveway.
Yes, sir.
Why?
One, my car.
This question here, no matter how he answers it, they've already formulated their own conclusion about the answer to this question. Really, I don't feel like he should answer this question, but I think it's pretty simple. Well, if you pull me over close to my house, I'd rather just pull up to my house. I mean, you're gonna know if you're pulling me over, you're gonna have my ID and everything anyway. So I might as well just pull to my house. So after I deal with this BS of y'all harassing me, I can just go inside and chill. Well, not chill, because I won't be able to. I'm gonna have to decompress and relax, and you know, get myself together after this type of situation happened with me. It's not like he was running on a high-speed chase trying to get to his house. All he did was pull to a place where he felt safe. Where do you feel the most safe? In your own home, in your own yard. Cops are ridiculous, man. These cops are ridiculous. Let me be specific.
Yeah. Have December tags on them. Actually, it's June.
What's up, Mitch?
So that's why
MDM.
I pulled in the driveway, sir.
So why are you forcing us to use force on you?
Well, when this officer threatened me that he was going...
Because you're not listening.
I was explaining to him I just had surgery.
That's fine. You're still not listening.
I'm listening.
Now you are. After we got to this point. Can you turn the radio off? Why did we get to this point?
His aggressiveness. That's why, officer. I would just.
You still weren't listening to me. You weren't listening to my partner here.
There was 3 people talking to me at the same time.
No, there was not.
Yes, actually, there were 3 people talking to him at the same time. Let's look at it again.
I'm gonna speak slow.
Look at and they do that on purpose. They know they do it on purpose. Then they try to act like, no, it wasn't. Bro, y'all took an oath. They took an oath to the Constitution to protect and uphold and all this BS about serving the community and all of that BS. And this is their version of protecting, serving, upholding the Constitution, and, you know, doing right by the community. This is what they, how is this helping any citizen in this community? How? What about this helps any citizen in the community? None. It doesn't help anybody. It just costs the taxpayers $300,000 over some BS.
Hey, sir, stop. Stop. I will grab it.
Actually, my paperwork for my surgery yesterday.
Okay.
Wait. I had surgery yesterday. Be careful.
Hey, give me your papers.
Just let me move my papers. I just had surgery.
Just relax your hands. You're not listening.
I just had surgery. That's my
You're doing a lot
paperwork.
of talking, not a lot of listening.
I am.
Stop.
We each individually tried to talk some sense into you.
And then when my paper flew down.
And I caught it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you were the one. Okay.
So why does it have to get to this point?
It doesn't.
Then why did it? Why can't you just listen to what we have to tell you? But you kept driving into your driveway.
Yes, sir, I did.
Why? What are you supposed to do?
I was coming back home.
What are you supposed to do? That's not my question.
What you were supposed to do?
What are you supposed to do when you get pulled over?
I was supposed to pull over.
Okay, what did you do?
Show you guys all the paperwork.
And what did you do?
I parked in the driveway.
Okay.
He pulled over in his driveway. I hate when they, soon as we turn on the lights, you need to put like right then and there, man. Hey, I'm pulling over here in a safe place. I'm at my home. Come on, man. That's just like when they pulled over the kids in the Uber driver that were doing Uber. They pulled them over, and instead of when he hit the lights, instead of the kid pulling right over in the middle of the street, he pulled over to where he was doing his delivery. And they come up, well, why didn't you just pull over right in there? And like if I wanted to go on a high-speed chase, I would have went on a high-speed chase, not pulled into my own house. Like that. How crazy is that? I'm gonna escape from you and go to my own house. What?
I just had a 4-hour surgery and I'm just
terrible,
messed
man.
up.
That's terrible.
So I'm surprised.
That's terrible. This man just had surgery and he just trying to get home and recover from his surgery, and he get treated like that. For a so-called expired tag or something like that. Man, get out of here, man.
Why is you acting the way you are?
Then they try to, you're acting this way. You're acting this way. Psychopaths, man. Pure psychopaths. Sociopath, psychopath, moron.
Just want to get home, get that paperwork so I can get it to my job.
Rock rings.
And that was it, officer. And
I'm surprised you got to the point where you did, if that's really the case.
But the threat, officer, wasn't necessary.
What threat?
the officer right here.
By law?
By law, he said he was going to hurt me. So what?
Yes, by law.
I threw my
Can you stop,
key.
Johnny?
Go ahead.
By law,
I wish Johnny would just not say nothing and say, I don't want to hear what you got to say. Do what y'all got to do, man. I'm not, but see, this man is in a very vulnerable state because he just had surgery. He just had surgery. He probably, you know, it's probably so much going on with him right now. He just had surgery. And this is how they dealing with him. But man, I hate that they trying to lecture this man. He's a grown man, probably older than all of them. And they trying to talk to him as if he's a child. Or this bullshit, man.
have to tell you that we will use force on you if you're not cooperating.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what he said. He said, I will hurt you, not we will use force. He said, I will hurt you.
Actually, that is completely false. It is a violation of an individual.
And I love that. That's why I love watching the civil rights lawyer, because here's the truth.
Fourth Amendment rights under the U.S. Constitution for police officers, agents of the government, to use violence in response to a citizen's passive resistance. In other words, verbal noncompliance or very minimal passive physical resistance. They're not allowed to just use violence against somebody because the individual didn't obey their commands. At least not under more serious circumstances, such as the guy's holding a gun or something like that and refuses the order to drop the gun. So, no.
And
Did you know that?
Well, I know one thing.
Did you know that, yes or no?
Yes.
You did, but you're still questioning why we did that, because it's a threat, apparently.
But it was just a threat. I was going to comply
law,
with everything.
No, you weren't.
Then they make up stuff by law. The lawyers just said they just say anything. Or did you know that? Did you know that? Hey, Johnny, did you know? Like, that stupid game that they play, man. You just know that it's some bullshit, and it's never a good idea to try to go back and forth with them. You know that you can't battle stupid. That's what we try. We try to think that we can battle stupid by being smarter. But if you try to battle stupid, it usually nobody wins. Nobody wins when you try to battle stupid.
Yes, I was.
By law, we have to tell you we're going to use force on you.
Okay. Okay, officer.
I want to let you know you're lucky you didn't get.
Look at it. Oh my God, bro. Come on. Bro, take your ass on, bro. Why are you just sitting here lecturing him? The man, they see this man obviously doesn't want to deal with this right now. He said, he's like, okay, whatever you say. Now he's old, so we see that he's we see what position he's in. So let me try to lecture him more for some BS. Like, oh my.
Get tased. I want to let you know you're lucky you didn't get pepper sprayed or thrown to the ground.
Why would he get pepper sprayed, thrown to the ground, tased, whatever, when he didn't do nothing? He hasn't done anything this whole time. But politely ask that you don't just throw him around because he just had surgery. That's a reasonable request. And y'all pulling him over for what? Expired registration. Come on, man. Give that man some respect. But they don't respect us. But they will in those depositions.
Think about that next time.
I will.
Now they're trying to, you think about that. You think about what you did. What type of psychopath?
I thought about it. I thought about it.
You might be going to jail now.
Now you might be going to jail now. Bro, why are you wasting my time with these useless words that you're trying to throw at me? What are you doing? Just going on at this point, going on about your business, do what you got to do. And they trying to lecture his grown man as if he's a child and needs, come on, man. Then y'all just making up stuff and all this over expired registration and him saying, hey, handle me with care. I just had surgery.
The officers ultimately cited Jackson for having an expired car registration and resisting arrest, according to Mr. Jackson's lawsuit. And it also says that Jackson then checked into an emergency room for injuries suffered during this interaction with the police. Jackson's lawsuit, which named the city of Long Beach and its police department as defendants, accused the officers of using excessive force, acting negligently, and violating his civil rights. The Long Beach City Attorney's Office and the Long Beach Police Department declined to comment on the allegations in the lawsuit. But on Tuesday, the City Council agreed during its closed session meeting to settle this case and to pay out $300,000 to Mr. Jackson. The Long Beach Police Department declined to say whether or not the officers involved in this situation faced any disciplinary action. And we know what that means, doesn't it? No, they did not. Here, I would agree that there is an excessive force claim here because they had the legal right to perform a traffic stop. When he pulled into his driveway, they had the legal right to conduct that traffic stop in the guise.
Now, of course, they have the legal right and to do this and that, but you know, I don't believe this was just about, well, we all know, we don't know, but come on now, I don't believe that this stop was about an expired registration. I just do not believe that. And to Jima, to comment on your comment, this is upsetting to anybody who's a human being. You know, it's not really, you know, it's a human being thing. You know, it's like I say, it goes beyond color. Just color adds another layer to this, you know, but you still have all of these layers, but just color is just like another added layer on that you have to be aware of. But anybody who's a human being and it's just, you know, functions with compassion, empathy, and just uses regular logic and is not insane would see this and, you know, I think would have the same reaction.
Driveway. But
or would be just as upset as anybody else.
It's the way that they perform that traffic stop. And look how they escalated the situation right from the very beginning. 3 officers, one then goes off to the side, has to sort of surround the guy. They were very aggressive. They were very threatening. And, you know, that's just not how you treat people in the community. And when you do, you get reactions like this, people who are immediately afraid of you, and for good reason. This police officer then tells him, look, if you don't listen to us, we are going to use violence against you. And that, as I explained, is unconstitutional. Police are allowed to use violence pretty much just like we are as citizens. It's a self-defense analysis. It's when it's objectively reasonable to use violence, which almost always is going to be to protect yourself or others from either somebody else's violence or the reasonable imminent possibility that they're going to be using violence. I mean, rarely are police officers allowed to use violence just to take somebody into custody or to force them to comply with their orders. I mean, the only exceptions being like somebody who is a dangerous fleeing felon. We're talking about a extremely minor traffic stop. You look at the gram factors.
That's what I was saying.
The severity of the crime at issue is very, very low. There's no immediate threat to these police officers at all. This is just one of those respect my authority or we're going to use violence against you incidents. And while they didn't tase the guy, they didn't shoot him, they didn't beat on him, they did manhandle him. I think there's a very
and they made it known that they didn't do all that. Like that's their normal programming. Hey, you lucky we ain't beat you, tase you, pepper spray you, or kill you. You lucky that didn't happen. You know, that could happen now. Like, what do you mean? Oh, is that what y'all doing on a daily basis for regular traffic stops that aren't a big deal? That's where you ready to take it? That should tell you something. That should tell you to get rid of them right now. The fact that they're even bringing that up in a situation like this, that's why I said these are baby situations. They haven't even been in nothing real yet. And they acting like that? Come on, man. Come on.
Very good claim there that would fall under excessive force. Also, one thing they didn't sue over here that I believe would qualify is First Amendment retaliation, because that's what they're doing, is retaliating against him for, you know, the fear that he's expressing to these police officers. And expressing fear is the same thing as criticizing a police officer, criticizing your government, which we have a protected First Amendment right to do. And in response to that exercise of his First Amendment right, he was retaliated against. He was put into handcuffs. He was put in the back of the police car. He was manhandled and so on. Anyways, good for this guy that he got a $300,000 settlement. But it's too bad that these cops weren't disciplined or otherwise. But spread this video, and then maybe that will end up happening. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. Remember, freedom is scary. Deal with it.
Yeah, man. Civil rights lawyer always come through, man. He always do an amazing job. That's why I always like watching his videos. Yeah, I'm glad he got 300K too, because you need some type of compensation to deal with that type of trauma that you're going to have to live with for the rest of your life. You never forget those moments. Never. I remember these type of moments when I was a little kid, from cops violating me at a young age. I didn't even know that they were breaking laws. I didn't even know that they were being tyrannical. You know, I didn't even know that what they were doing, they were supposed to get in trouble for it, but they didn't, you know. And I didn't know who to go to or how to file a complaint, you know, being a kid. Like, my first interactions with police and them being tyrants started when I was like 11 or 12 years old. And I still remember how just disgusted I was with them, and how they viewed me without even knowing me, based on nothing except how I looked, I guess. I had terrible experience. This is why I never really had respect for them like that, because they never acted human. They always act like they were better than someone, or like it was just, and still, when I grew up, I still didn't go out and say, oh, every cop's a tyrant, they're a tyrant, or that. I still didn't have that thought until I got older and I realized how much they are doing that is against their oath. Yeah, you got to. And then I've been in the court system, and I've seen how that operate, and I see how they view our lives when our lives are on the line or our lives are being represented. They talk crazy about us, whether you the victim or whoever. They talk crazy about you, and nobody really cares. It's just like regular scheduled programming. They're gonna laugh and go play golf after that court appearance, even though lives and families are impacted. It's, you know, it's terrible.